So today we are talking about how to get what you want by leaning into trust. Okay, let's go. Hi guys, welcome to the replay. As you know, I'm Kai Ashley, and I'm here to help you learn how to trust and discover that you really do create your reality. Now, I was just playing with this. Have you ever actually used one of these? They're like, I don't know, like 5 or 10 pounds or whatever. And they're actually, they make your head go really funny. They send tingles through your body. If you haven't got one, you absolutely have to get one. Sometimes they're like really unbearable and they're really sensitive on your head. Ooh, ooh, ooh. A great present for people too. Okay, it's feeling too good. Okay. Only too good because I could do it for ages. So today we are talking about how to get what you want by leaning into trust. Now, I've been on both ends. I've been on the end where I really didn't trust. I didn't trust anyone. And I've also been on the side where I no longer really worry. And this is an amazing feat. Like, honestly, pat myself on the back. Very good, Kai. Very good. Yes. As someone that, like, I used to have PTSD, like a CPTSD, I guess, technically. And all my life, for like my first few decades, or yeah, about that, were a living nightmare when it came to socializing with people and trusting people and being let down and rejected and attacked by people. I was a girl who was bullied and teased every single day at school. I would often run home crying, and I hated the school system too. I now see that was a great gift because I saw through the lies on the indoctrination, how they would just try to dumb everyone down by fitting them in a box that said yes to authority, didn't have original thoughts, could just memorize information. And I just knew something about it was so toxic and wrong. So I pretty much refused to participate. You know, they always said to me, if only you would apply yourself, you get good grades. Because for things like English class, I got good grades anyway, but I'd usually sit in outside of class at the time that it began, and I would be writing my actual English essay, and I'd get anywhere between like a B+ to a A+ for it, because I've always just been excellent with communication and words, which is, I guess, really ironic, because when it came to communication with people, I didn't trust. Now, I had every reason not to trust. The way that I grew up, it was sad. It's a pretty sad childhood, to be honest. And I grew up quite cynical, but I had a lot of PTSD, trauma triggers, and things that sent me over the edge. Now, my whole point for telling this story is that I would expect people to treat me wrong. And so I would brace up against it, and I'll get really scared. And guess what I'd do? Because I wasn't trusting, or let me put this another way, because I wasn't acting from trust. Okay, I'll differentiate the big deal reason why everybody needs to know this. So please stay on the line to make sure you watch this, because it is life-changingly important. It's an absolutely essential practice. So what was happening, because I was acting from fear, from the seized up energy of, oh my God, like I have to say something in a way that will be approved of. And I'll just be also, instead of being like really withdrawn, I was more like brash and loud. And so that would, just make me lose even more brownie points with people. But basically, the more I expected people to treat me badly, and so therefore, the more I tried desperately to get them to like me, guess what happened? The less they liked me, the more I got attacked, the more I got judged. And it was like, I had this saying, everyone's so mean. Like, I just felt everyone was so mean. And it wasn't until I went within and I did this inner work, the exact type of stuff that I share with my clients all around the world. It wasn't until I started taking control of my reality and getting out of victim-minded thinking that then people just started magically changing. Very funny that. It really is true that whatever you focus on, whatever you expect deep inside of you, is what happens. The universe is so profoundly a perfect mirror picture of what happens inside of you. And it seems like it couldn't be. It seems like it's impossible. It seems like that's straight up crazy. But I've seen the examples, and you may have heard me talking in one of my last live streams, which, by the way, were fire. So go down on my profile to watch them too if you haven't already. All about the How to Get What You Want series, coming at it from different angles. Okay, so what's next? Okay, so acting from trust. This isn't about the naive trust where you trust other people and then they let you down. This isn't about the trust where you go and spend all your money trying to be positive and then end up broke. This isn't about that at all. This is about the energy of trust. When you act from the energy of trust, you always get more to trust. When you act from the energy of fear, you always get more to fear. Straight up facts. So what this means is whenever you make a decision, you really need to ask yourself this one simple question. And I teach it in my programs and I've been using it for years. If I did trust, what would I choose? Now, in the beginning, for many people, this is going to seem stormy and confusing and like, well, I don't know. Okay, well, if you did know, like, this is like one of the first things I started saying to myself decades ago when because I grew up feeling like at school, like I was stupid. The only thing school taught me was that I was dumb. And actually, it turns out that I'm quite brilliant. I have a lot of intelligence, a great way of seeing the world. And I don't know, I process things very quickly. So I'm actually not dumb at all, but school taught me I was stupid. People feel like they're not smart enough to know what the right answer is, right? And so when I started asking myself, well, if I did trust, if I did know, if I could know the answer, that was when I started realizing that I actually had, intelligence and I wasn't just a dumb idiot, because I was so bad at everything growing up that's because you're bad at things when you first start them, right? But I would get chastised for everything I would do. So the reason I'm telling all this in the story is because this led to me becoming the sort of person who worried, who doubted, who stressed, who got overwhelmed. And, I just did not trust myself. But it's actually the energy of trust that creates what you desire. So when you're holding back in fear and if you ever hear yourself, well, I'm not doing that because I'm afraid that blah, 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 blah. Well, guess what? You already have the fear that you're afraid of. If you're afraid of losing out on something and so you don't want to do it, you've already lost something by not doing it. The fear does not mean stop. Fear is not the master. Fear is the enemy and the one to be avoided. But in the energy work practices, we actually love the fear and dissolve it into the body through love, not through hate. You can't hate fear away because that's fear. Hate is born from fear. But when you use the power of love on your fear, then it will dissipate and dissolve, which is what I use in my energy healing sessions, which, funnily enough, heals everything from chronic pain to PTSD, anxiety, removes money, business, and romance blocks. The power of love, the power of trust to create your dreams cannot be underestimated. And that we're always thinking in fear because that we've been trained to do. Just because everyone's doing it, it doesn't mean it's a good idea. A whole society thought that foot binding was a brilliant thing, but it's absolutely awful. What about the whole lockdown situation? A whole fucking worldwide group of people bought into this and drank the Kool-Aid, and it just caused more problems. Okay, so just because everyone's doing a certain thing, it doesn't mean it's true. In fact, look at what the masses are doing, and generally you want to do the opposite or something very, very different, okay? So when it comes to thinking from fear, so you can, thinking from trust so you can get what you want, it is a practice because the fear seems so real and it can grab you, can't it? But you need to get control of your thinking. You need to learn how to disengage from the fear or how to talk yourself around through the fear, which are the exact type of processes that I teach as well. I'll be teaching all of this in my upcoming program, Trust Your Way into Alignment, which is a reboot of one of my best, most amazing programs I've ever run. It's a full 21 module journey and it has loads of bonuses in it. But what I'm going to be doing is focusing on the main trainings in each module. In about 2 weeks, we go live. I have a top 5 bonus if you are wanting to join us on this journey so you can get control of those negative thoughts and learn how to actually overcome the negative thinking that you don't even realize is negative. Okay, you have so much negative thinking, everyone does, that they think is positive. You think you're encouraging yourself, or you think you're just narrating reality. You're just thinking about how things are. But it's not the thing that happens. Like, it's not, the guy that dumps you, or it's not, the money that isn't coming or is slow or up and down. It's the way you think about it after it happens that causes the thing that happened before it to happen. Okay, get that? So it's not the thing, like whether it's, if you're, wanting to manifest more money, but you're noticing that it's not happening. It's not the fact that the money didn't come. It's the way that you're thinking about it after it seemingly didn't come. And I say seemingly because you are literally made of money. And when people say, I'm not made of money, actually you are, because we are God, we are divine. And as the one being, there's not two forces, there's just one force, right? One infinite intelligence that we're all made up of. And therefore, since we are the only substance in the entire universe, it means that money is also made of us. But you're not talking to yourself in the correct way. You're narrating about how money's not coming and how you're stressed and how you wish this and how you're not good enough and how all these things. You're getting caught up over decisions. Should I do this? Should I do that? Should I do this? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Should I ask this person? Should I listen to that person? And it's just not how it's meant to be. Trust opens up everything that you want. That's right. You're not speaking to yourself with those areas that are sticky and tricky and not quite working or going up and down. It's because of the way you're narrating and you're speaking to yourself. When you can actually talk to yourself and remind yourself hourly, and that's not just once an hour, that's like all through the day. You need to be using these different thought sets to actually think your way into prosperity. It really is true that you think yourself rich. But that doesn't mean that you sit around on your ass and do nothing, because if you truly believed that you had the things that you wanted, you would be already doing the things that she does, right? So let's say that you believe that you wanted to manifest, a really fantastic program or something, just because that's simple for me. Well, don't you think that if you were already successful, that you would be showing up a hell of a lot more? You'd be pushing through fear, because remember, fear doesn't mean stop. Fear actually shows you where you're meant to go, because fear is not the master. Trust is the master, because trust is the voice of God / the divine, infinite mind, universal intelligence, and all that jazz, right? So it's so incredibly important to be taking control of the way you think. Like, how do you think I healed myself from PTSD, where I would get reactive? And by reactive, I mean, I would get angry. I would get psycho sometimes. I snapped one time in a paranoid delusion, which actually ended up being a spiritual breakthrough and changed my entire life, and actually led me to get into energy healing, because I was forced to have to heal the PTSD, the up and down chaotic actions and emotional triggers that I was going through on a daily basis. But now I'm not very, like confident, calm pretty much. I mean, I'm pretty excitable. If you knew me in person, I'm pretty excitable. I'm pretty funny, which, I mean, I like to think I'm funny, which doesn't come across, I don't think, on my videos like as much as like what I'm really like. But, maybe one day we can all get together and have a, actual in-person, party or gathering and healing sessions and hikings and, maybe a few drinks or whatever. Yeah. So, okay. So I've got something for you for free. Now, I want you to go to my Trust Your Way into Alignment, my special sales page, because on this sales page, I have hidden a little gem for you. And this gem is one of the best audio mindset trainings you will find anywhere. Okay, I have been doing this for about 10, 12 years, something like that. And I can tell you my work gets more and more potent. And I gave up the reverse arrogance of saying I'm not good enough a long time ago, because there's only so many times I can like cry about not being good enough and feeling bad about myself. But yet people are constantly telling me they love listening to me. My words transform them. My energy healing transform them. I help them, you know, in every area of people's lives. So the reason I say this, because I really do encourage you to take the time to go and listen to this audio training. This is a premium audio training called Why You Can Trust When Things Go Wrong. Really good. It's going to shake you up, wake you up, and help drop you into trust so you can see how radically different, but also easier it is to think compared to what most people think like. Now, this is not behind an opt-in page. I was going to do it that way, but then I was guided from within. No, just put it on the sales page. I invite you to read the text there. You're going to see that for Trust Your Way into Alignment, I'm rebooting it and I am slashing $1,000 freaking dollars off the price as a way for me to give to you. Because I mean, the world's so fucking fucked up. It's so easy to get into the darkness and to get into the, oh my God, things aren't working well in my life and this and blah. And it's like, okay, come back, drop into trust, drop into faith, drop into the truth, which is that you are the divine. And this is what we'll be teaching and going over in Trust Your Way into Alignment. You are going to be discovering and practicing how to think in a way that makes you lucky. Now, remember, luck does exist, but no, luck is not random. Luck is a state of mind. In fact, I would actually say luck is akin to divine providence, which of course means being protected and guarded by God with love. Yeah. So this is a non-religious program, but it is based on the teachings of Jesus and law of attraction, which is obviously actually based on the teachings of Jesus, but it's missing a really important step. So I'm going to be upgrading the Trust Your Way into Alignment program each time I release a module. I'm actually going to be redoing the main modules every 3 days. So this is going to be a fast-paced journey, but the good thing about this is you simply listen to the audio when you're out for a walk or doing the dishes or when you're having a meditation or a journaling session. And then you practice what I actually tell you to practice as you think for the rest of the day. So you like catch yourself thinking certain things. One of my favorite ones is around decisions. Every time you try to make a decision and you feel stressed about it, this particular one is going to tell you exactly what to say to get into a place of calm so that you can make the right decision for yourself from a confident and trusting place, which is really, really key and important. Yeah. So the one that I put on my sales page, I'm going to put the link here for you now, is, as I said, why you can trust when things go wrong. And of course, it's also a how to. And it's going to help drop you in just by listening to the very words to a deeper sense of trust. So I ask you to take a deep breath and clear your mind when you listen to this spiritual teaching training. Okay, so read the text. You'll see all about Trust Your Way into Alignment, and you can feel into if it's right for you. At the moment, the top 5 bonus, which 2 are already gone. So there are only 3 left right now. And I get the feeling that they're going to go pretty quickly because this program has this real fiery energy, like the violet flame of fire, like this purified high vibe thing. Like I really believe that the world needs this right now, and that it's really going to help a lot of people do a lot of good in their lives, in their businesses, in their relationships. And I'm really going to help tap you into how the spirit of living is giving. Is it the opposite? The spirit of giving is living. No, spirit of living is giving. Yeah. And so we always want to learn, we always want to intend to not see what we can get by God, get from manifesting in the universe. We want to see what we can give by God. We want to see what we can give by the divine through the divine mind, because you have to give first before you get. That's the universal law. But the most important thing is you don't expect necessarily the person that you're giving to to give back. If you got that, well, they have to this, and people don't, give to me, and you're one of those people that you give so much, then you get a bit bitter because they're not giving it back to you. That's because you're ignorant of the universal law that it's not about the person that you're giving it to. It's about being in contact with the divine mind, literally like having an internal conversation with God, with the divine, with infinite spirit, and asking what you can give, asking what you can do, and then it will be returned to you. I'm so excited. Now, if you do want one of the top 5 bonuses, you're going to get a course in miracles, a course in divine guidance. Thank you very much. I was waiting for the day when I made that mistake. My program is called A Course in Divine Guidance, and it is pretty miraculous. Yes. It has this amazing mindset cheat sheet, which you can print out or have on your device so that you can literally use it all through the day. Minute to minute if you want. If you're really serious about being in a high vibe, trusting, vortex-like state, then you can take this with you. And anytime you are thinking the wrong thoughts, which you'll learn all about, believe me, you can just pull out that piece of paper and you can choose one of the little squares, and it will give you a very simple and basic, but very profound and potent exercise to do right now to drop you back into trust. It is so good and pretty much worth the price of the program itself, which is $444. But if you sign up for Trust Your Way into Alignment now, then you may get in time to get it for free, basically. But if you miss out, do not worry. Trust Your Way into Alignment is a 21 module, mega extravaganza, beautiful heart-opening program. And I just know that everyone that is serious about coming on this journey is going to experience so many miracles in their life and really learn how to actually love their now moment without having to desperately change things, which is actually the key, isn't it? So there's also a VIP option with either 5 or 10 private sessions. So this is for you as you go along and do the work, this magical mindset work. You're going to be practicing it. You're going to be using it. And then we're going to be meeting in sessions to, help you tweak it and give you some mindset, spiritual philosophy downloads and really get them into your heart and body and soul. And we'll also be doing my magical heart and soul freedom technique, which is my unique EFT breathwork tapping method. I learned from Sonia Sophia, so I've developed upon her style. And I can tell you, every single person that does my private sessions are blown away. This is a physical experience. You really physically, emotionally, energetically, spiritually, psychically experience so much, and everyone has a different result because everyone has different desires, and we simply work with the blocks in the way of your desires. So definitely sign up for the VIP if you're interested in the fast results. And if you've been praying or intending that now is your time and you're done being negative, you're done being stuck, you're done getting advice from other people instead of trusting yourself, if you're done the up and down and feeling like life is out of control, this will help you get control by letting go of control, because the only thing you can control is yourself. The only thing you can control is yourself. And you have a hard enough time doing that. So why are you running around trying to control other people? Right? Why are you trying to get them to stop doing this and start doing that? And no, don't do this. And why haven't you done that? Just honestly, and with love and how I talk to myself, just shut up about it. Just focus on yourself. And when you change your inner world, you will see the outer world changes too. And it is true. So here is the link that is not the link. Here is the link for Trust Your Way into Alignment with the really beautiful This Is Why You Can Trust When Things Go Wrong teaching. As I said, this is a premium teaching and you get to listen to it for free here for a limited time. So it's not going to be here forever. So if you are interested in dropping into trust so you can actually create what you want, then go and get your hot little butt over here right now. Yes. And then while you're there, scroll down, sign up, and get your spot. and message me to see if you were one of the top 5 of a course in divine guidance. Now, there's only 3 left, as I said, and some more people are talking about signing up now. So it's up to you. If you want to wait, that's okay. But if you're going to join, you might as well join now. Whew. Okay, so remember, the one question you need, if I did trust, what would I do? And what else? Fear does not mean stop. Fear actually shows you the place you need to go, because all of your desires that you aren't in your life yet, they're unknown, aren't they? And so we fear the unknown. We have lots of what if this and that could happen. But if you want to get anything different in your life, it is going to have a door of fear. So don't wait to feel good, like Abraham Hicks says, because that doesn't actually work. Okay, you'll spend a whole year waiting to make a phone call, which is what I've heard people on the calls do. The work is what makes you feel good. Okay, so you push through that little bit of fear, you do a little action that you feel guided to do, which I'll teach you and trust your way into alignment. And guess what? You feel proud of yourself. You get a dopamine hit. You feel better. And you're saying yes to soul. And as Katrina Ruth says, when you say yes to soul, life says yes to you, right? So it's so important for you to realize that none of the other things matter as much as getting control of your own thinking, getting into trust and learning which of these seemingly supportive or benign thoughts are actually mismanifesting the things you don't want. Yeah. So let me know if you have any questions. My inbox is open. Otherwise, go ahead and get your, what's it called? Your free listening audio. Not words, right? Go over here to listen to the free audio. Yes. I can't wait to see which one of you superstars say yes in this journey. Oh, I feel complete. Oh, hi, Beth. So good to see you here. You are so welcome. You know, I always love seeing you. Okay, so thank you so much. If this has helped you, please consider sharing this so that more people can get these words into their hot little souls, because the truth is, not many people, I think, are really talking about this deep sort of stuff, not enough at least. And the more people who hear this work, the more people we have to play with on the area where things are actually fun, right? Okay, remember, ask yourself, if I did trust, what would I do? And then don't think, shut up, listen. Yeah, because that's how the divine talks to you. Okay, gorgeous. I'll see you soon. And remember, you create your reality. Bye.